We are now here with Dannyballsub. So I guess my first question would be, how did you find Ponytown?
Okay, so that one kind of comes back to like how I found My Little Pony to begin with. Basically, I fell into that because I had gotten a couple of songs recommended to me through like SoundCloud or something, and it turned out that they were made by people in the fandom, the MLP fandom. Funny enough, I started with like I forgot what season it was. It was like season 6 or season 7 or something like that. I liked it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start from the beginning and watch the whole series. The reason why I bring it up is because I got into it and I was like, surely there's some good game made on it.
I'm glad you say that music is like what brought you into it because that's exactly what kept me in it. It wasn't it wasn't the show. The show I found the series and the whole fandom from the show, but the music and fan art and stuff like this game are what kept me in it, and I'm sure that's what kept Maple in it too. We've actually talked about that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's how like I got into it too. Like there's people actually at my in my school that were like playing songs from the fandom.
I think after that I put Ponytown down for a while and then I came back to it and then there was more stuff to it and everything and I was like, okay, well I'll just make a funny goofy little video on it or whatever because I had starting to get really into it. And then that did super well and I was like, well, that's doing really well, I'll try to do more. And then that just kind of snowballed into like I'm a Ponytown channel now basically.
Now, when it comes to your thumbnails, that I remember when I made YouTube videos, that was always the part that I struggled with the most because the thumbnail is probably one of the most important things about the video.
I make them myself, but just to comment real fast on what you just said about the thumbnail, it is the most important thing. Hundreds of thousands of people will see it, but hundreds of thousands of people are not going to click on it,
Yeah.
right?
Very true.
That's why it's so important to have a good thumbnail. I do make my own thumbnails. I use Ibis Paint on my phone to make the thumbnails, and I do kind of wing it. Sometimes I come up with an idea for the thumbnail before I even do the video.
So like how I came across your channel, when I first started playing this game, I like many people were kind of confused with some of the mechanics because it's not really like let's say like a tutorial on like how to do anything.
Yeah.
Like you kind of just have to figure it out. So I actually stumbled across your videos the most.
You are probably one of the first faces that many people get to know in this game because, like he said, when they start playing and they don't know what to do, a lot of people are going to look up on YouTube, and you're the first one that shows up most of the time.
I think a big part of that is when I did first start making Ponytown videos and it did well, I kind of did small research on like Ponytown videos and I was like, no one has made videos on like how to play the game. There's not really that many videos out right now. And I assumed that was because like the game was kind of new, but then I came to find out that it's been around since like 2016, which I guess it
Yeah, that shocked me.
because I didn't really start really making Ponytown videos until like 2018, 2019, but I've been in Ponytown since like 2017. That was one of my big things because I always like helping people. I like being able to see tutorials that are helpful and stuff. My biggest issue with those videos is that a lot of them end up getting outdated. Some of the mechanics were different. Like I explained how to use walls and stuff, and then like a few updates later, they're like, "Oh, hey, here's a sledgehammer. You can just with them now." And I was like, well, that's good, but now this video does is going to be confusing for people.
Yeah, now it's
Um,
redundant.
some things have been moved around. Like right now on mobile, there's like an action bar on the right side and on the bottom. That didn't used to be like that. It used to just be at the bottom.
I will say, in my personal opinion, the best way to play the game is on an iPad with a keyboard or a tablet with a keyboard. You can play on your couch, you can play in your bed, and the screen's bigger. Playing on your phone is fine and dandy when you just want access, but the
Yeah.
tablet with the keyboard is the way to go when it comes to I want to play right now and I don't want this tiny little screen.
On the topic of peripherals, though, like there is a lot of I don't know how much you guys have been on the Ponytown subreddit, but there's been people on there that have like posted playing Ponytown on some really wacky devices. Someone got it working on a smartwatch. You know those like steering wheels that they you have for like racing games and stuff. Someone was able to hook that up so that they could control their characters with it. And like
Yeah.
I think
That's
someone played it on a smart fridge or something. There's like a lot of people that have played it on wacky stuff.
I'm waiting for
And I,
someone to get it done. The what's that chip that Elon Musk
Neuralink.
Neuralink? Imagine someone using Neuralink to play Ponytown. It's gonna happen. It's a matter
You
of
just
time.
think about turning your head and then your head turns.
Yeah, you just think and
yeah,
it'll do everything for you.
Holy, wow, that's the
that
future.
would be that'd be That'd be fun to try. I don't know if I'd ever get a Neuralink, but that would be fun to try.
So the first Neuralink patient played Civilization 6. He said the first thing he did when he got it implanted was played Civilization 6 all night.
Just thought. He just didn't really like. He didn't touch anything. He just
Yeah.
sat there and thought about it, and it worked.
Yeah, you control your mouse cursor with your mind.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah,
That is
Yeah.
how accurate is it?
I don't know. I'm assuming pretty accurate. Yeah, he was paralyzed from the neck down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So even if it was frustrating to use, he was probably willing to, push through it because, it's the most he's ever been able to do. All right, well, we'll wrap it up here. Danny will be out on the event floor, probably roaming for a while, so you'll have your chance to see him.
Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you.